What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial, and today I'm going to show you on how to customize the character's appearance, basically changing the color with a really small 3 buttons menu that will just pop up when we press a key, and we can change the color and then go back and play in the game. It's going to be a very easy and fast tutorial to follow, so let's get started. Alright, so first of all, let's go ahead and enter our third person character blueprint. So let's go into third person blueprints and third person blueprint character, and let's go ahead and start creating the materials. So we're gonna go and click the mesh. Now I have noticed that the one which is there's 2 materials, okay? One is for the outer parts of the body, like the arms and legs. Another one is for the chest and stuff, right? And I think that the second one is just better for this purpose of changing the appearance. It looks just a bit better for me, so we're gonna be duplicating the second one. So just go ahead and find it in the content browser, and let's go ahead and just duplicate this, and then we can just place a 2 here and then underscore, and we're gonna do 3 colors. Let's say we're gonna do red, blue and green. So this one is gonna be the red one, then we're gonna duplicate it again, then this is gonna be the blue one, and I'm gonna duplicate it again, and this is gonna be the green one. Okay, Ctrl Shift S to save everything. Now for example, let's open the blue one, and we're gonna go ahead and change the color. Now it's gonna be very easy for us. As you can see, when we open it, we have a tint over here that we can change. So we can just enable this and just open up, and we can just go ahead and change this into whatever color that we want. For example, well, blue. So just find a cool color that you like. In my case, this is okay, and just press OK, and there we go. We can just save it, and then we can close it, and we'll basically do it with the rest of the materials. So let's go ahead and open the green too, go into tint, open it up, put it kind of green, okay, save it, and we will go ahead and close it, and then we'll go ahead and do it with the red one too. Enable tint, open it, red, that's a cool color, and then okay, save and close. Alright, so now we have all our materials set up. So let's go back into a third person character blueprint. We're gonna go into the event graph. So it's gonna go like on here, and what we're going to do is we're gonna make a custom event that we will later call from our UI to change the material. So this event, we'll just right click, say add custom event, and it will be universal, you'll see. So we will call it just set character material, okay? And we are just gonna use one instead of making 3 different events for red, blue and green, okay? We can just use this one, okay? So just drag the mesh, and then drag from this, say set material, and then we can plug this in. Now, like I mentioned, we want to change the second material, so the index will be 1. There we go. And then what we can do is, instead of placing the material manually from here, what we're going to do, because if we were to do that, we'll have to do 3 events and then call different events. But we can just get the material, drag it, and add it as an input on the custom event. So then when we call it, we can assign the material there when we call it. You will see better how it will look when now we'll integrate it with the UI. So now we can compound save, just go back into the content, and we're gonna create the UI. So just right click, and then go into user interface and widget blueprint. Now let's select the user widget, the common one, and then we're gonna put a name. So I like putting WP as a widget blueprint, and then what we're going to do is just say let's say change color character. I mean, you can name it however you want, but then let's go ahead and open it. And when it's open, you just go into the palette, just search for a canvas, and just get the canvas panel, drag it onto the hierarchy. So we have now a canvas, and basically it's gonna be simple, and we're gonna just have 3 buttons. But to make it even easier for us, we're gonna search for an horizontal box. So you just drag this into here. Now we'll decide where we put it on the screen. In my case, I'm just gonna do it, for example, just up here, but of course you can place it wherever you want. Now just give it a size like this and kind of center it. There we go. And then what we're going to do is get the anchors, and we have to place them in each corner because you know, if not, the screen, it will not resize correctly. So now we can just drag some buttons. So just drag the button into the horizontal box, and then we have a button. So let's rename this button so we can, when we call it later, it's easier for us. And let's say that it's gonna be the red button. So I'm gonna just red underscore button. Okay, it's gonna be very easy for us then to know. And then just get the text and drag it on the button. So then it will appear like this. So now in the text, we can just go here and apply red, and then we have it there. So now we can just select in the hierarchy, the red button, duplicate it, and it will basically duplicate already with the text in it. So it's gonna be easier for us. So get the 1 out and the score 2, and then just get, it's gonna read, for example, the blue button. Then we're gonna change the text to be blue, and then we can do the same, the green. So just delete this over here, green, and then just change this into green. There we go. So now you can see that they have different sizes because it depends on the text and etc. Or we can just click on a button, and in size you say fill, and it will get you know, just stretch it until the next component basically. But if we do it for all of them, it will be perfectly equally for all of them. And now we can also add some padding onto the blue one or left. We can add, for example, 10, and the same in the green one into the left 10. So there's a bit of spacing, so it looks a bit better. All right, so compile and save. Okay, so now what we can do is go up here into the graph. Now we are not going to use any of this, so we can just delete it or leave it like that. And then what we're going to do is click on, first of all, I have my first one that appears is blue button, so it's gonna click that, and now you can see that we have different events. So we're gonna use the onClicked event. So you just press add, and then when we click this button, it will call this event. So what we can do now is get our character event that we did before. So just drag this, cast to third person character, or whatever character you're using. Then just drag this, get player character, and then in the SVP third person character, so it will be set character material. There we go. So now we can just place it in here, and as you can see, now we can reference the material from here. You will see in a second how it will increase our speed of creating games. So now we can search just the blue, and we have a lot of things, so let's try to find out what is it. Okay, here it is, Queen 02. There we go. So now we can go to the green one, onClicked, the same thing. I recommend just copying this, pasting it over here, plug it in, and then we'll change this into be green, Queen green. And as you can see, it's very easy because we don't have to change the event into another one. We can directly, sorry, I copied also the event, we don't need that. We just change here this parameter, which is here it is, Queen. Okay, so now we compile and save. We have to add this widget into the screen. So we can just go back into third person character, and let's just say that when we press, I don't know, T, okay, this menu will pop up. You go, and then we're going to do is a flip-flop. Okay, so this will allow us that when we hit once, it will do an A, and we hit another once, it will do the thing on B. So in A, we just do is create a widget. All right, and the only player is going to be the get player controller, and then the return value is going to be at to viewport. And now the class will select the one that we created, which is change color character. And now in B, we basically have to delete this one. So I think that before, so delete this target. Just right click on the return value, promote to variable, and we can just call it character customize widget. Oh, I just put this of the symbol. There we go. And now just plug in this before, and then from here you can plug this in. So now it's saved on a variable. So now we can drag from here get it, and then we can just remove from parent, and it will just remove the widget. And now an extra security safety is I'm gonna right click on this and create to validate the get. So now it will only do this if the variable is assigned, so we don't have errors if ever the workflow failures. So now we can just compile and save, press play, and then if I press T, you can see it has appeared the widget. But of course I cannot go ahead and click it. So what we have to do is go up here, get play controller, and then set cursor, set show mouse cursor. Just drag this, and then this is gonna be true. Copy, pasted it, plug it in. It's gonna be false, and then plug the play controller on here. Okay, so now if we hit play, press T, now we have our mouse. Now of course the inputs are moving, the camera is moving, and also the player could be moving. So we can just go here. I will just manually set the max walk speed. So just disable content center, set max walk speed. I will just enable this again and just get the character mode component on here, and this will be on 0, and then when we exit it will be back to, so we can check it in the character mode component, which is 500. So basically I just manually change the speed to 0 so he can move. And then what we can do is have a boolean, which is if the menu is open. So we just create a new is menu opened, and basically on here we'll set it to be true, and on here set it to be false. So then in our input of the camera input mouse, we can only do this, so we can just hold B and left click, we'll create a branch, so we can just plug this in here, and this on true, and we can get the is menu opened, and then we want it if it's not opened, so just press it not boolean, and then on here. And then we'll do the same with the other one, so B, left click, drag this over here, plug this on, and then we can just use this one again. All right, so now we are manually not enabled to move the mouse or move the player. So now I can press D, it appears, I can change to red, blue, and green, and I can press T, and I'm back into the game. So yeah, really cool guys. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please, I would really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe. I have lots of Unreal Engine 5 tutorials. If you want to check it out, go ahead. Now yes, with all that said, bye bye.